Strafes has spotted the opposition approaching up ahead while he's trapped in a room all by himself, solo. You can see the sound indicators saying that they're coming closer. So now he is preparing, trying to figure out what's going to happen. How many is there? And boom, he spots one cutting across, which means this guy could be possibly coming around to come inside, so he has to prepare to shoot. He's expecting this guy to come, but nothing has happened. Then he catches a teammate running past, not focused, looking the other way, vision, doesn't even notice him. So now he's trying to figure out, what is my next move? Do I go out and approach, or do I wait? So he waits it out. So now there are sound from different directions, so he is very aware that there is enemies on both sides, but he's stuck in this room. What in the hell is next? Now, two sound indicators on the top which say that two more are cutting across. You can see a shadow there, which means one is getting closer, and they get curious. They're going to come straight to the room. The other guy's not paying attention. So boom, runs right into gunfire. This was a very bad move for the opposition, not taking the time, but right here was very key. He made a fast action move, fast reaction to hurry up and get rid of the other guy. So now 2 down in a matter of seconds. That was a very smart move by Strafes. Now he knows that there's other 2 players on the outside. They're aware that he's inside, and his teammates more than likely already told him he's in there. He thought about throwing the nade, but that would have been bad. This guy decided to take a peek and try to pick him off. That was a bad move, a very bad move, but he is badly hurt, so the other teammate decided he's going to charge. Well, that could have worked, but then he charged again. So now 2 teammates are charging at the same time, which Strafes has picked them apart and killed out a squad in a matter of seconds. This was a bad move by the opposition. In a small room, he's trapped. The only thing they had to do was probably throw a few nades into the room, and that would have drew him out. That would have been the best move for the opposition. But since they didn't, Strafes stayed his ground and decided, let's let them come to me, and I'm going to pick them off. And he did exactly that. Alright, now we're going to go over Killer 220. We have done him before. We're doing him again because he is an actually solid player. He just sniped a player up in the tower that he's at, as you can see land there. But now he has spotted a player going inside a compound over there, and also there is some noise coming from that direction. So he decided, boom, boom, boom. The guy has damage. Now they are aware of his presence. Now what he does next is very important. He's keeping his eye open to make sure no teammates are coming at him. He also is going real slow, but he'll keep looking over. But what he did, he ran to the far right of the hill. This way, if they peek out, they would not be able to see him from the shots of the direction. Now he is slowly creeping to make sure they are not waiting for him to come in or peek in. Now you can see movement in the back of the compound. He is aware of it, but he's right between the tree where they would not actually be able to see him. So he decides he's going to get a little closer because he is a very aggressive player. Now you can see the indicators on the screen. There is players moving around in there, obviously because of the guy that went inside, and he probably has teammates, most likely. So he gets in the back of this truck, and now you can hear there's at least 2 other players inside. As he keeps his eyes open, and he gets in a position where they may or may not be able to see him, but he's making sure he's checking the outside. Also, you can hear shots on the inside of the compound. They can either be killing scavs or killing other players. So he decides to pop some painkillers, just in case he takes some damage during the situation. Now, there's another player running inside, assuming that is their other teammate meeting up with them inside the compound. But this time he decided, I'm not going to shoot. We're going to let him go inside. They are probably aware of his presence at this point because of the indicator of movement on the screen, and that is actually fact because he has taken damage. You can see the body indicator on the screen. Somebody is shooting him, but he's aware exactly where the shots are coming from. You'll see in a minute. First thing he needs to do is heal. He is actually very fortunate to come out of that situation and not be dead. Now he has different directions he can go, right, left, or just take off. He decides to go a little bit right, but then he decides to go left because he wants to have probably better position and eyesight on where this possibly could be coming from. Now, Now he can only assume it came from the tower. As you can see, there is a guy up there. That's the only place that could have contacted him in that position while he was on the truck. So he is very aware exactly who it is. Now the guy is damaged. He got some headshots on him. The guy could be dead, but we have no idea. But he's going to keep his eye open just in case another teammate's up there or the guy's not quite dead yet. Very smart. So he decides he's going to roll around right or to the left, peek again, assuming the player is dead or assuming the player is scared. One or the other, but he got the headshot. The guy is probably severely damaged. So he decides to go back to the truck, but this time he's going to play it different. Now he's keeping his eyes on the outside. He's keeping his eyes up on the tower just to make sure there's nobody peeking him, ready to snipe him or pick him off. Now he's trying to figure out, like, wait a minute, do I go inside? But we're going to keep our eyes in here. As you can see, there's indicators on the screen. Somebody's definitely in the back of this compound. More shots are going off, which means there is some type of action going inside. It could be between other players or scavs. But he is taking his time very slowly, and there's more shots going off in the inside. He has no idea who exactly is fighting, but you can hear multiple shots coming from the inside the compound. But now he wants to get closer just in case he can third party this situation, catch them off guard. But as you can see the movement, it is definitely deeper in the back of the compound. They are not by the gate, so he is in safe position at the moment. But he backs up just in case they're on this tail. So now he's going to keep his eye right here at the perfect angle in case somebody peeks. More movement to the left. Take a look at the map just to see his position. And he waits patiently. A lot of moving parts in the back of the compound, but somebody's moving right. So now you can see the movement, and he's expecting someone to be cut right. Boom. Very patiently waiting. They was very aware of his movement, so they tried to get a peek, and he takes him out. So 2 down, most likely 1 to go. There it is, the movement right there. But obviously after dropping 2 of his teammates, this player is probably most likely scared to peek because he has no idea exactly where he is, or he's the last man standing. He just doesn't want to die because now, assuming this player is going to go around the outside of the back of the compound instead of cutting through the middle where he could be spotted. But Killer is definitely aware of this. Possibly circling around the containers on the other side of the compound. You can see more movement. It is getting further and further. Now, assuming they're on the other side of the compound or on the outside of the compound or other side of the container. But he knows for a fact they are definitely on the far end. So, what's he do? Grab his backpack, which he laid down to give him more speed, but he has to pick it back up. Doesn't want to take the loss. Now, assuming it's coming from the other side, or he's going to move to the outside of the compound to the right. Now, taking this slow, being patient, but also try not to be too safe. Now he can hear the movement, you can see the movement of the indicators, assuming they could be on the outside of the compound at this point. Now you can see it. It looks like they will be possibly peeking around, but looks like they decide to go back inside. And this time they decide to get a higher look. And this player decided to go up. And boom, he's in the perfect position to take this guy out because the player doesn't even see him. Down goes Frazier. Killer just emptied out a compound by himself as a solo. Now let's go end my breakdown to Strife and Killer. If you want me to do some more breakdowns and videos, please recommend a video or an actual player to their channel, and I will break down their videos. Now if you enjoy that, please hit the like, subscribe, follow. Now we're going to end it off where my gameplay, where I have heard some noise, I heard a door shut, and I assumed there was a player inside the compound. Please enjoy. Hope you guys like. Please subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, I already know that. I'm trying to learn how to have the fucking game of winning instead of just escaping. Oh no, I killed him.